But anyway, I was wandering around in the Olympic National Park feeling overall negative emotions that may or may not be relevant to my story. There's a lot about this encounter I think about to this day, cause as you will soon understand it gets under my skin a lot. I decided to take a relatively straight and clear deer trail out a few miles into the thicket. After about 3 miles, I found myself in a oblong clearing of ferns and crabgrass with the tree line resuming about 30 meters ahead of me. I moved a few yards and when the scariest fucking thing I have ever seen approached from the other side of the tree line to my 2 o'clock. It was 7 feet tall and was pitch black, with an appearance of a gaunt orc from Lord of the Rings, with a few features that vaguely looked human. It noticed me right away and immediately started hooting and howling about. It kept its distance and patrolled in a loose figure 8. It would glance at me the whole time, and to my credit I stood there frozen and pissed my pants. After what felt like an eternity, I took pictures of it.
Holy crap. I saw this monster.
I may have seen these before. I have posted this under a different account in KKKES Discord, and of course this was a subject of one of Saul vs videos. Eventually it just ran THR way it came. And the time since I was very shaken about this.
Sorry, meant to send to friend.
It's cool. I have no idea what I saw that day, and a lot of people have given me their 2 cents. I posted this on 8chan before it got nuked, and 4chan in addition to other discords as I mentioned, but only until I showed it to Saul did I feel comfortable with my involvement in this. Needless to say I don't go hiking or camping alone anymore.
I can imagine.
Lately I have told 3 people I trusted about this, each of them gave me a different take. My father, who is convinced that this is some Ted Kaczynski-esque crazy man. My father's Native American friend, who immediately wanted nothing more to do with me and avoids contact with me now. And my best friend who is a self-described witch. She believes I am cursed or unlucky in some regard. I personally don't know what to think and I don't know if I want an answer.
It was a nugger. See, even me 6 agrees.
That could very well be the case. It's not the first time I heard that.
Freedom 35.
But if it was a person, then why do any of the things it did?
Reki.
Yeah, lol.
Well, if your Native American and witch friends are freak out over it, then clearly they have a reason to. Nothing normal just scares a native or a witch like that.
Accept responsibilities.
I don't know. But whatever you saw, it must have been something big and bad.
That's what I'm afraid of too. For almost 3 years now I felt as if I was being watched. I feel more uneasy around figures of authority in the woods in general. Of course this could be paranoia talking, but I find that it's in my nightmares and everyone I know who I've told sees me as either this mysterious edgy guy or a fraud. I didn't ask for this. It just happened.
Well, it must be something supernatural. Either that or paranoia. If it knows you've seen it, then that means it knows you're aware it exists. So maybe it's trying to stay hidden. Or it's keeping an eye on you.
I suppose you're right.
So if this, whatever it is truly watching you, then it's also probably aware that we know about it.
I need to go pick up my witch. She works at Lowe's. She wants to make me a protective charm during the next full moon.
Do it. I'm a Christian Latter-day Saint, but I recommend you listen to the witch friend and get that charm. And start praying more. I recommend getting a Bible. You're going to need it.
I have prayed a lot lately.
Faith in Christ is good. Keep it. Believe me, like I said earlier. If this big boy scared both a native and a witch, and it's spying on you, you will need all the spiritual help you can get. I know a lot about cryptides, but I honestly couldn't tell you what this is. But whatever it is, it's something big and bad. Also a small question, Freedom 35, do you want me to make a video on this now or later once you get this charm?
Later. Gene a month. Thanks for your time though.
Okay. Take all the time you need. Wait a minute, the next full moon is July 5th. And today is July 4th.
I know. I am gonna be busy all month though. Work shift.
Then you need to get this charm soon. Because if you miss tomorrow, then the next full moon isn't until August 3rd.
I'm planning on it. This is my weekend off.
Send a picture of the charm once you get it.
For sure, I'll dial. Thanks again, dude.
This is a pendant of the Christus statue I carry with me anymore. Don't worry, man, you're welcome. Keep us updated.
Techno, sorry for the wait. An update is long overdue. The ritual is complete. Work had me blindsided with raking on extra shifts, so I've been busy since Monday morning and will probably continue to be busy till October.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. What happened during the ritual? If you don't mind me asking.
Anytime. To preface, the witch, who I will call Ashley, was insistent on spending most of the weekend with me to help her find ingredients and materials. Also to conduct prayers to Gaia during noon, as that time is what she says she is most powerful, in preparation for the night. She told me outright I cannot take pictures or film her, and that all electronics we had on us had to be left in the car. I did take one photo of the moon beforehand though. For safety reasons, she thought it would be best if we conducted the ritual in town, as she claims it could attract people or things we don't want to meet. So I pulled off the road and took us a quarter of a mile down the Green River. We gathered everything into her mortar and pestle. Ginger root, 2 garlic cloves, cinnamon sticks, star anise, a teaspoon of river water, and a few locks of my hair. I watched quietly as she sat in the sand by our little makeshift fire, humming to herself as she ground everything into a very unrefined earthy paste. She would then get out a little white satchel and dab a small amount of green paint into it, put all the mashed ingredients in and tie it together. Ashley took my hands and closed her eyes, throwing her head back and making loud prayers in a language I don't understand. It reminded me of Pentecostals, as it soon devolved into quiet babble and soft shaking from her end. I was very confused and concerned. Is Ashley having a seizure? But before I decided to act, she snaps out of it in an instant. She looks up to me and hands me my charm, tells me that it must be renewed at least once every 2 months, and explained how it works partially. I would need to keep it on me and it would act as a repellent, not a ward to dark things in my life. As far as whether or not I am cursed, I still have no definitive answer. But for the first time in a long time after that moment, I felt calm and at peace, with the woods around me feeling safe. Thankfully we are really good friends at this point, and Ashley agreed to help renew it, provided I buy us dinner afterward, as she in her own words magic drains me and leaves the body hollow. And that's really it. I must admit nothing too exciting happened after that. No bloodletting, no sacrifices, just simple dot stuff that took no more than 30 minutes at most. Life just went back to normal after that, and I have been working my ass off since then, but I always keep that charm near me at all times. I ordered a crucifix too, and hopefully that will come soon.